Example of inheritance. Now the example of inheritance, but this is gonna be a little hard game for your brain. So before that, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and don't think anything for 5 seconds. I think it's 5 seconds now. Okay, now imagine that we are creating a program for a vehicle hire company with various vehicles such as car, bike, van, truck, and so on. First of all, we will analyze the situation and find out what are the common characteristics of all these objects. Now, what is a car? Well, it is a vehicle. Its characteristics are four wheels, doors, and around five passenger seats. It has some color, it runs on a fuel, and it has some speed. Okay, and its behaviors? You can start it, accelerate it, and stop it by applying brakes. What's a bike? It is a vehicle with two wheels, one or two passenger seats. It has some color, it runs on a fuel, it has a speed, and it also has a saddle height, or you can say seat height. And its behavior are you can start it, accelerate it, and stop it by applying brakes. What's a van? It is also a vehicle with four wheels, two or three doors. It has some color, it runs on a fuel, and it has a speed. We will not consider number of seats in a van because it is a transportation vehicle and it is used to carry things or boxes from one place to another. So we will add two more characteristics in it, like load capacity or number of boxes. Its behavior are you can start it, accelerate it, and stop it by applying brakes. You can also load the van. What's a truck? It is also a vehicle, likely with more than four wheels, two doors. It has some color, it runs on a fuel, and it has a speed. Basically, it is a transportation vehicle. It is used to carry containers from one place to another. So, we will add two more characteristics in it, like load capacity and size of container, which may be 20-foot or 40-foot container. Its behavior are you can start it, accelerate it, and stop it by applying brakes. You can also load the container. All of these objects are vehicle. So our superclass will be vehicle class. Now let's find out what characteristics and behavior they have in common. Those common characteristics and behavior will become properties and methods of superclass. And whatever they don't have in common will go in child classes. Now, number of wheels, color, fuel, and speed are common properties in all these objects. So, they will go in our vehicle class. We will not add number of doors here because this property exists in these three vehicles, but unfortunately our bike has no doors. So, this property will not go in vehicle class. Now it's time to pick up common methods in all these vehicles. Here is start, accelerate, and brake. These methods are common in all these vehicles. So they will go in our vehicle class, but load van in van class and load container in truck class are not common methods in all classes. So they will stay where they are. Now, by combining everything together we have discussed so far, the class hierarchy will be something like that. Our top class is vehicle class and its child classes are van, truck, car, and bike. Vehicle class has four properties: number of wheels, color, fuel, and speed. And three methods: start, accelerate, and brake. All the stuff that is common in all these four classes is in vehicle class. Now van has three properties: number of doors, load capacity, and number of boxes. And one method, load van. Truck class has three properties: number of doors, load capacity, and size of container. And with one method, load container. This car class has only two properties: number of doors and passenger seat. And our bike class has also two properties: passenger seats and saddle height. Here we have some more inheritance opportunities. Car and bike are passenger vehicles. And look, they have one common characteristic, passenger seats. So we will add another class here, passenger vehicle, which will be a subclass of vehicle and superclass for car and bike. And it will have one property, passenger seats. Now, van and truck are transportation vehicles. And they have two common characteristics, number of doors and load capacity. So we will add a new class here, transportation vehicle, which is a subclass of vehicle class and parent class for van and truck. Now these two common properties will go here. So by using inheritance, we have break down the problem into simpler steps. Now it's time to translate this class hierarchy into code. And we will do everything in one PHP file just to make it simple. Now our first class is vehicle with four properties, number of wheels, color, fuel and speed. So here we have created our vehicle class and defined four private properties, number of wheels, color, fuel, speed. These properties are private, so we need public methods to get and set these properties. Like for number of wheels, we have get number of wheels and set number of wheels methods. And for fuel, we have get fuel and set fuel methods. Now, our vehicle class has three methods, start, accelerate and brake, that were common in all vehicles. So in our code, here we have defined these three methods. We are not doing any real work in these methods, just printing simple messages. Like in brake method, we are saying that vehicle is stopping. Now in our class hierarchy, we have two child classes of vehicle class, transportation vehicle and passenger vehicle. To create a child class that is based on a parent class, we use the extends keyword. The second class is passenger vehicle class, which is a subclass of vehicle. So here we will use extends keyword. Passenger vehicles extends vehicle means now this class is officially the child class of vehicle class. Here we have defined one property, passenger seats, and public methods to get and set this property. Third class is transportation vehicle, which is also a child class of vehicle class. It has two properties, number of doors and load capacity, and get and set methods of these properties. Bike is a subclass of passenger vehicle and it has one property, saddle height, and its getter and setter methods. Car also extends passenger vehicles. It has one property, number of doors, and its getter and setter methods. Van is extending transportation vehicle. It has one property, number of boxes. And last one is truck. It is also extending transportation vehicle with one property, size of container. All our inheritance hierarchy in code. Each class should be in separate files, but here we are doing everything in one file just to give you a clear picture. Now here we are creating an object of car class and setting its properties. Number of wheels to 4, its color as white, fuel as petrol, and speed as 0 because we haven't started the car yet. Then number of passengers is to 5, number of doors to 2. In last, we are starting the car, then accelerating it and then applying brake to stop it. Let's see the result. And everything's working fine. Now take a look. Set methods of properties like number of wheels, color, fuel and speed. And these three methods start, accelerate and brake. These are from top parent class vehicle. Then this method is from second parent class passenger vehicle. And this method is from car child class whose object we are using. This is the beauty of inheritance. The child classes inherit the properties and methods of its parent classes. One thing I want to mention here, the child classes can only inherit the properties and methods of superclasses that are public or protected.